do they make faded jeans? I came to a jeans factory in Los Angeles to find out. So walk us through, what are we seeing people do here? How do you get from raw denim to the distressed ones that they make in this room? What's the process?
For the hand sanding, we have 2 stations. We have the people that do the whiskering. They do it on a little table. And then when they do the thighs, that's when they put it up in the balloon. It needs to be stretched out, because if it's not, then with the sandpaper you get like little lines, so that it gives it like, you know, when you wear your jeans and you're constantly rubbing onto them. And that's how we get that look.
So first they use the sandpaper and other abrasive materials to basically mimic what it's like to be worn and creased and folded and walked in for many years. Then they pull out another tool to run along the top of the pockets to basically mimic the idea of a hand going in and out of the pockets many times over many, many years. And then the last step, the washing, is to mimic as though it had been washed many times for many years.
Yes, the very first step is a pre-wash, which it takes about 20 minutes. And what that does is it softens the fabric, it gets it ready for the next step.
What's in the water for that first wash?
We use the dispersant to remove some of the chemical that is already on the fabric. Sometimes it can be sulfur, resin, or even a starch.
We use a dispersant because, you know, we have a lot of indigo. So what that does is it keeps the indigo from going back to the jeans. And then the other chemical that we use is lubricant. That prevents the garment from breaking or getting creases.
Lubricant is not really oil, but it's kind of oily to start making the fabric soft, to prepare it for the stone wash.
The second step is stone washing, which we do with pumice stones. And that takes about 30 to 40 minutes. It breaks it down, it gives you a nice vintage look.
So start getting the highs and lows, dropping the color on the wash.
The pumice stones, I understand that they get reused and reused until they just disappear?
Yes, so we reuse them as many times as we can, because it ends like little pellets. So that's how they end up, and we even use that. So we don't waste anything.
And after that, we remove the pumice stone from the garments and prepare it for the bleach process.
If you want it lighter, that is when we add the chlorine to make it a nice light blue shade. The fourth step, I would say, is the potassium spray, and that highlights the thighs, makes it look more distressed.
After we spray the potassium, it has to go back again to the laundry to neutralize the potassium. On the wash, we will make sure to clean the garment really well, make sure we don't have any chemicals on the garment, not to have the people when they wear it get like some kind of rash or chemical reaction. So we do the final wash and applying the softener, silicone, and all of that to make the fabric kind of soft. It's kind of long process, but I make it short. This size, stone, bleach, potassium, and final wash.
As far as getting pre-faded, pre-distressed jeans, can you describe the laser process?
Laser will be, I would say, a little bit more safer, but the look is completely different.
You can use sandpaper and potassium sprays. A lot of brands, instead of doing that, they'll use lasers to get that abraded age appearance.
Other brands, they use laser because it's a little more of a sustainable way and less labor intense compared to the traditional. Also gives you a different look.
It's true. Less labor, less chemicals.
Right.
Yeah.
Doesn't look quite the same, so there are pros and cons of each.
Yes.
Okay. That's it. That's that. Thank you very much. Thanks for your time.